Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sir Attacker, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. In the last episode, we found out that Hisao suffers from a heart problem called arrhythmia. It's very fatal and rare, and we're gonna find out what he has to live through the rest of his years. Let's continue. I'm afraid that this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I won't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if you hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Isao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knows full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to have without supervision. At least until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. The school is called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts, designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? School of disabled kids? Don't try to disguise that fact. If it really was that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, it's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple weeks back. I think you like it. Looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This is an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't goddamn call it an opportunity. Man, he's mad. Well, you should be excited at the chance to come back to school. Remember, you wanted to return to school. Well, it's not the same. Special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help, in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? My normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring. Now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock, fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what it was even like. As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Woojoo, woojoo, whiteness. Oh, how cool. Act 1. Life expectancy. I like the music. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and bloody plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but I couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents were taking myself to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all the park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. Makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. So I tell myself, yep, that's good. Positive thoughts is a good thing in life. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a small school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought about new schools. Well, it's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told that this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectation of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. This makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green moon is flashing all around me catch my attention. Makes me think about hospitals again, how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Am I feeling so anxious, despite all this greenery? ... Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why they keep bothering me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I have no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was possibly no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Well, it looks cool over here and over here. A tall man with bad posture noticed me as I enter. We're the only one in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Nikki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Matao. Welcome. We exchanged a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. Looks at his watch. Heard the nurse asked for you for a brief check-in visit. There's no time for that now. Oh, should I go in later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher's saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to your class? Oh my god, questions. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. If we say no, everyone will look at me as a shy faggot in class. And although I really am in class, because I can't speak for shit, if I say yes, people who... Yes. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. We just talked... I'm probably not one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give my first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart's pounding my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Third floor down the third floor corridor is marked as the class for 3-3. Man, that's a little tongue twister. Third floor, door down. Okay. Matao opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. It's a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point in worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Oh. Pretty, I want to bang her. I don't know, let's see. This kid has a bandage on his head. I guess she's losing an arm. I don't know what she has. She's looking at me creepy. She hates me, I guess. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows can only make it seem larger. Student desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stopped walking in front of class and faced the other students. They all look at normal, like students in any other school. But then, how would they be here? Probably like me and have something wrong with them. Well, it's just not immediately obvious. Then, I noticed one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking to you, I tuned out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduced me to class. I noticed a flash of dark hair and see that someone was looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair. It's pretty eye-catching. She sees me looking back. Ooh, I like that pink-haired one. She looks hot. She says, there's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with the cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses. Goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kinda cute. Those are cheery looking one with pink hair. Yeah, we were just talking. Sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her from the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand and so does everyone else, except for one girl in the front row who only has one hand. Cringe a little. Hide it by showing thanks for this applause that I did not deserve. Clear silence tells me I should open my mouth now. Okay, I think this is a great time to end the episode. Well, tomorrow I'll post a new one. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. I hope you stay with me to the duration of this whole series, and thank you, and please subscribe.